Today I'm going to tell you how I unbox tarantulas that I receive in the mail, and we're starting right now. Thanks for watching this video, and if you're new to the channel, my name is Richard. I make videos about tarantulas, scorpions, and other invertebrates. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the little notification bell, select all notifications. That way you get alerted anytime I upload a new video. Now, whether you're new to the hobby or you've been around for a while, eventually you're probably going to end up ordering some tarantulas off one of these amazing websites. If you don't know where to order tarantulas and other invertebrates online, then go to my website, thetarantulacollective.com. Hit the resources tab at the top of the page. I've got a whole list of online dealers. A lot of them have discount codes where you can order tarantulas, scorpions, mantises, all kinds of inverts and reptiles. Most of the time, ordering online gives you access to a lot more species at much better prices. So eventually, almost everyone in the hobby ends up ordering online at least once. But I get messages and comments all the time from people that are nervous ordering online because they don't know what to expect or how to unbox them safely. So today, that's what we're going to learn. So to start off, you want to make sure you're ordering your tarantulas from a reputable dealer with a website or a breeder that can provide references. That way you know you're not going to get ripped off or sent a tarantula that's wild caught or end up getting something that you didn't even really want. After that, you want to make sure that they're getting shipped FedEx overnight. Now, I know that's a lot more expensive than other shipping options, but you want your tarantulas or other exotic pets to spend the least amount of time in the mail as possible. And almost anyone selling live animals that's reputable will only offer FedEx overnight. Let's look at the tools you're going to need to unbox these tarantulas. Now, I suggest you have a knife, tweezers, catch cup, a paintbrush or a chopstick or something long and skinny, and of course a spray bottle or something to drip water. You always want to make sure that you prepare the enclosures beforehand to the best of your ability. You'll usually know about what size of tarantula you should be expecting. Now, I like to set up all the enclosures before the package actually arrives and make sure I have smaller and larger enclosure options available in case the species is bigger or smaller than I was anticipating. This is very important when it comes to spiderlings because they can easily escape through ventilation holes. So the enclosure that you have prepared may have vents that are large enough for that sling to escape. So you want to have an option with much smaller vent holes available in case you need it. No matter what species of spiderling that you're getting, you want to make sure that you keep that substrate a little damp. It's very easy for spiderlings to dehydrate because they lack the waxy coating that adult tarantulas have that keeps a lot of that moisture in. You don't want to go too far and make the substrate swampy, but you don't want it to be bone dry either. You got to find a happy medium. Now, it is best to have the package held at the local FedEx hub so you can go and pick it up first thing in the morning. But I understand that's not always an option. Some people live an hour or two away from the nearest hub, in which case you want to make sure that you have taken time off work and you are there at your house waiting by the door for that package to arrive. Or at the very least, you have somebody there waiting to receive it for you. You don't want FedEx to attempt a delivery and not deliver because no one was there to answer the door. That's just another day your slings are going to spend in the back of a hot or extremely cold truck and then overnight at the FedEx hub only to be shipped out again the next day. So make sure you or someone you trust is there to pick up the package. Now, if you're picking it up at the hub, make sure you get it as soon as possible. Personally, I don't even wait for the notification that it's ready for pickup. Now, I know normally they're ready around 9:30 at my hub, so I'm usually already on my way there when I get notification that it's ready to be picked up. And also be sure you bring a photo ID, because unless the person behind the counter knows you really well, your ID is required to pick up packages. Now, once you get that package and you bring it home, or maybe you're on your way to work, you want to open it up immediately. A lot of times, spiderlings are shipped with a heat pack or a cool pack depending on the weather. So you want to open up the box and get the heat pack out as soon as possible. So whether I'm taking it to work or bringing it back home, I'm opening that box right away and pulling those spiderlings out. Now, if you're unable to rehouse them as soon as you get them, place the vials somewhere safe, like on a table where they can't roll off, on their side. That's a lot better than leaving them standing straight up. Make sure they can't roll off or get knocked off by your cat or a small child. And most dealers offer a live arrival guarantee, meaning if it arrives dead, you can contact them and they will replace that spiderling. But most of them require you to notify them within 2 hours of receiving the package. In those cases, even if I can't rehouse them right away, I like to go ahead and open up the vial and look inside, make sure the spiderling's moving and everything is okay. And if you have any issues, read their live arrival guarantee. You may need to take pictures and email them to whoever you bought them from and get that process started as soon as possible. Now, once you're ready to open up and rehouse these slings, you want to slowly open the lid and use tweezers to remove the top layer of paper towel. Then you want to grab the edge of the paper towel as far down as you can with your tweezers without touching the tarantula and slowly pull it out of the vial. Now, do not pull on the paper tubing if it's starting to twist. The tubes normally will come out very easily, but there are some times that they get stuck. And if the paper tubing starts to twist, the spiderling could become entangled and get injured. Now, once you have that out of the vial, slowly unroll the towel into the enclosure, or gently begin squeezing from the bottom towards the opening and let the sling walk right on out. If your tarantula is not moving, it may be molting, so you should just leave it alone for a little while and see if it moves at all. A lot of times, the stress of shipping can cause a tarantula to molt early. Also, if it's really cold out and your tarantula is not moving, let it sit out at room temperature for 20 or 30 minutes, keeping a watchful eye the entire time. When temperatures get low, tarantulas become very lethargic and may not move a lot, or at all. But as they warm up, they will become more active. Once your tarantula is in its enclosure, gently mist the side or drip water on the side so they have access to a drink. Even if they were only in the mail overnight, they may be very thirsty and will want to get something to drink right away. Mist both the walls and the substrate. Sometimes tarantulas get dehydrated during the shipping process, so having water available is very important. Now, personally, I don't feed my tarantulas the day that they arrive. I usually wait at least 24 hours before attempting to feed. But if your spiderling looks very thin and you're worried about it, you can go ahead and attempt feeding. But if it doesn't take that prey right away, I would go ahead and remove it and wait till the next day. Leaving a live feeder in their enclosure after they were just rehoused can cause them even more stress, which could lead to them waiting even longer before eating and settling in. And I'll say it again, always make sure the ventilation holes in the enclosure are smaller than the carapace of the spiderling. The last thing you want to do is spend all this time and money acquiring this species only to have it walk right out of a vent hole and disappear into your house. Unboxing and rehousing tarantulas that you received in the mail can be very stressful and a little intimidating. But once you get the hang of it, you'll realize it's not that hard at all. These people selling tarantulas online know what they're doing, have a lot of experience, and issues with shipping or receiving dead species is an exception, not a rule. So hopefully you learned something or at least developed a little more confidence when it comes to unboxing tarantulas you ordered online. Now, if you're curious about the best way to feed your spiderlings, I actually made an entire video on that topic that you can watch right here. And if you're new to keeping tarantulas, I put together an entire playlist just for you that you can watch right here. As always, I appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for buying Tarantula Collective merchandise, and I will see you next Tuesday.